Hi guys, welcome to the November update on Maryvale Road. I know this video is quite overdue. I didn't do one last month, primarily because I joined the Liverpool Model Railway Society, so I haven't done too much work on my own layout for some time. However, I have made a few considerable changes to the setup of the layout, which I will explain shortly. First of all, you can see that this scene is a brand new one. This one's only been kind of trialled out over the last couple of days. To be honest, I got fed up of having a end-to-end layout. It was boring. I went to Wally. I suggest you check out the videos which I put up recently. Some fantastic layouts. But what I sort of came to the conclusion of was that all the layouts that had running loops, where trains were constantly running, were more interesting to watch. And I could see the operators were enjoying operating them, and they could kind of relax and talk to people with the train still running. And I thought, yeah, I feel the same way about my layout. It's, I can move a class 153 a couple of feet, but then that's it. So it's no good. So what I've done is I've gotten rid of the second baseboard, and I've remodeled it in a way. I know it's not going to be quite as realistic as before, but I want my trains to run, not just kind of sit there doing nothing. So as you can see, I've kept the station part there. I've flipped it round though, and I'll explain why in a bit. The TMD is not going to be there because obviously the canal was there. The TMD will probably go over there behind the bridge. Again, open to debate. But what I've got here is I've got a loop, and this is going to be covered. This is going to be a town scene. I know the shops are on the floor at the moment, but no, they will be on this raised section here. I actually managed to source something that looked like a tunnel portal, and the key thing with this one is the pantograph fits under it. A lot of people who model electric locos will find this problem, that a lot of the Metcalfe kind of kits only cater for steam diesel, and makes it difficult to get catenary and pantographs to work with tunnel mouths. This was actually off an old TV stand, yeah, and this is where you'd feed the cables through. But it's a nice kind of size, and it looks quite realistic, I think, with the curve going into it like that. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's starting to take shape like this. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to just show you the other end. So yeah, as I said, this was off the previous section. You might not remember, but I want to try and keep this because I was quite happy with how this looked, and I feel quite proud of it. So I want to incorporate this into the new layout. It was always my plan actually to have a hill running from there to there, so I might just get a bit of mod rock to join it, maybe move it back so it's not such a steep gradient, and hopefully that should come out okay. Strangely, the water has gone down an awful lot since I first put it in ages ago. It hasn't been leaking. I don't know. Don't quite know why that's happened. I don't know if that just happens over time with the realistic water. I don't know. But it's been a pain that looks great, but it's been a nightmare really to keep that at a good level and looking good. Anyway, so what I'm planning to do is I'm going to have another kind of baseboard here which folds. The reason for this is space really. I'm in a small 1-bedroom apartment, so space is at a premium really. So I've got to keep it, when not in use, it's just going to fold over. So the first half is going to be scenic here, and the other half obviously isn't. And not quite sure what I'm going to do with this side just yet. I'm just not sure. I want to factor in the TMD somehow, but don't know just yet. Again, open to debate. Obviously it's going to have to curve back around, because when it is in use, the layout's going to have a just a plank of wood coming across, and when not in use it can just be put away. And then obviously I can get some continuous running now. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to you about Wally and my new additions. You may have caught it right at the end of my video of Wally, my additions. You may not have. The 57, obviously, you know I already had, but I have picked up a Class 37 in the same livery, Direct Rail Services. I'm not actually allowed that till Christmas, because someone gave me the money for me to pick that up. But I have picked up a few items of rolling stock, just because, as many of you modelers will know, you'll have probably 4 times the amount of locomotives as there are to coaches and wagons. So I was in desperate need to get something. So what I picked up from Wally was these rail track ballast hoppers. The auto ballasters are called. I picked up 2 of them. They were actually £26 each, and they're by Batman. They normally retail for about 40 quid, and I saw this at the Kerno stand and I thought, oh, I've got to have them. They look fantastic. And because I've got such a small layout, I'm not going to be able to have huge rakes of coal wagons that are like 15 wagons long, because I mean that looks great on a big layout, but on a small layout like this you need small kind of trains. So I might slowly accumulate maybe another couple of these rail track ones, and I should have a nice looking train, and it looks great with the DRS locos, I think. Because I did consider getting a nuclear flask wagon, but I don't know, I think it looks better with kind of big proper wagons really. My other addition, which probably won't, it might form this train, I don't know, but once I have the 37 I want to have a separate Network Rail test train. This is the Model Rail exclusive carriage. Let's try and bring it to focus. As you can see, that's you can't see because the camera won't focus. Okay, well it's the generator wagon anyway, that Network Rail, not wagon, carriage, that they put on their test trains. And yeah, that's normally pulled by either a 31 or a 37. And the plan is, if anyone remembers these Your Model Railway Village carriages, that's it. And this was £2.99. So I was thinking of respraying this into a yellow like that. and then I'll start building up a rake of Network Rail carriages, and that'll form another train. But it looks I quite like it with this short engineering train here. I know it's probably not prototypical, but I quite like it like that. Feedback from Wally, it was great. I was actually very impressed with how many modern layouts they had. I went the previous year and there was a lot more Steam based layouts, but I thought I was quite impressed with how many there were. Particularly impressed with the likes of Warren Lane and the World's End. So I did get quite a few ideas. Disappointingly from Hornby, they've announced yet more steam locomotives for 2016. Very disappointed. I thought the 85 was finally going to get some playmates in the form of an 86 or an 87. Disappointed with that. I know Dave was expecting maybe a new Class 91, because I know that's particularly poor, the model they've got in the in stock at the moment. I model the West Coast, so a 91's not really vital for me, but I'd quite like to see just an attempt at some modern locomotives. We know Hornby can do them. Their popular models are the 56, the 60, the 31, the HST. So we know they can do it. We are getting the Bachmann Class 90. I'm very excited about that. But I wish we'd get just someone to take a stab at the popular electric locos. I mean, I can't understand why Hornby have gone for a Class 71, which was used for a very short period in a very small area of the country, where there are electric locos charging up and down the east and west coast main lines all across the country. Can't understand that at all. Anyway, my rant's over. I hope you enjoy what you see. Please feel free to comment and subscribe, and take care now. Goodbye.